Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of the Crypt Files. Your once weekly follow-up to the hit The End in the End actual play D&D We Play podcast. And, this was great. I really enjoyed seeing the kind of one-off characters that Dash and Milo came up with. Mm-hmm. It's always kind of a treat, I think, when you get to do that for a game.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
It's it's fun to make a character that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just, I'm just going to play this guy for
It could be the difference between life and death, though.
For us.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at my stats, and I got 9 hit points.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I got 10. So
one, baby.
Yeah, we both are like, we're not gonna last long
It's
in
a
battle.
one-shot kind of situation.
But I'm enjoying, playing this. It's kind of fun just getting to because normally when you play a character, especially for what we do for long periods of time, you have time to kind of settle into the character and what he is. Whereas this, it's like doing an improv exercise. You're like, oh yeah, I'm just this guy for a little bit, and it's super easy to be like, just a weird fucking dude, and I love that. It's fun. It plays, I think, heavily into my instincts. So
well, I like that the little things that you guys did have so much character. Like the whole
the turtle
withdrawing into the turtle shell and whenever I think of a turtle too, I always think of the guy from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, for sure.
I always think of.
Yeah, I was definitely going with a Ninja Turtle vibe.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm going Monet.
But it sounded so much cooler looking.
You got the cowboy Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I went with the cowboy.
The duster.
I just love the idea of the leather chaps and the duster.
Yeah,
I could just see a turtle wearing that.
That's sick. I could too. Well, because it's not that far off from what Raphael wears in the movie.
True, yeah.
He wears
especially
a trench
the first
coat.
scene, yeah.
You know what vibes when you
that?
described your character? It gave me vibes of Rango.
Rango?
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of too.
Like
actually.
animals in a western kind of setting.
Yeah, too.
I wanted to do the painted face because I've been listening to a lot of Chaperone with my sister.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
And I love
Pink
that
Pony
painted.
Club?
Yeah.
SNL. Did you? That was a good performance. I don't know if you saw it on.
Yeah,
I did, but the other
the Stephen Colbert one was
guest
really good
appearance.
too. I'm so down with her. She's so much fun.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to do an homage there.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that. I like Chaperone.
Yeah.
And this is a really good opportunity for me to do the impression of the taxi cab driver from the movie Ninja Turtles. And he's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Look like a turtle in a trench coat. You going to LaGuardia, right?" Anyway.
It's pretty good.
That was
Pretty good. I
not
don't
bad.
know the scene, but I feel like that was dead on.
And honestly,
I love that movie so much. I used to quote it. That was one of those movies I used to quote so much in the original iteration of the podcast.
Yeah. You got in trouble for it.
DM would be like, "Shut the fuck up."
I'm enjoying the meeting the Enclave. That was really fun. I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I pictured the Enclave as. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when we went in there, I pictured okay, it's weird.
Let's hear it.
I pictured,
Buckle up.
Okay.
I pictured a jungle biome in Minecraft.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's in a giant pit with big trees all around.
Okay.
And little flickery lights. That's what I pictured.
I like it.
In a big circular hollowed out tree is what it kind of sounded like to me.
Okay.
But in a jungle biome.
I kind of pictured more of a sinkhole forest with a hard canopy covering.
Oh yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
I thought we
Yeah.
were inside of a building. Personally, the way I imagine it is when we came up into where the owlbears were, I definitely envisioned a structure. But he said that there was people above us, so I kind of envisioned like a silo type situation.
Oh, Ewoks. An Ewok village in a Minecraft
I can see that.
Minecraft jungle biome.
we got some crossovers.
What I was imagining wasn't too far off from the fighting pit where we met Corgan and Dorgan,
for
but inside.
Oh yeah.
Not exposed.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. I thought this was Fun.
The whole Enclave place is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the white ladies are fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
white ladies are spooky.
Yeah.
That was
I don't
very
like 'em.
cool. I like the description of them, how they just kind of sit in the branches and watch.
That's
Yeah.
a fun
It makes me
That's
think
an
of
Elden Ring.
Yeah,
enemy.
it makes me
Oh,
think
yeah,
of
yeah.
the pallid mask, H.P. Lovecraft stuff.
Oh,
is
yeah.
really
Because that's the thing is like they look just kind of like gross and demonic
Haunting.
and whatever, except for that one bit of artifice,
Yeah.
right? Like
Is
there's
that,
that one mask,
and it makes
it's
you
like-
it's creepy enough,
something's
but it
going
makes you
on.
think like whatever's behind that is even
yeah,
worse.
like the intentionality of it.
Yeah.
Now-
Yeah, because it's not like it's just a creature that wants to kill. It's like there was thought.
Yeah.
So
Right.
They're enjoying this.
it's like
the hunt.
intentionality of like
Yeah.
I am
Trying
covering
to
my
scare
face.
me.
That's what makes it scarier.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
shambling roots, they're scary because they'll kill you, but
Yeah.
like
It's
you know,
it's
they're
a creature.
beast.
Yeah. It's kind of like
and
kinda
there's
mindless
no
almost.
machinations.
Yes, it's the machinations that
I
is the
think-
scariest.
I think you may have created, if this isn't already in
Yeah, I was gonna
existence,
ask if it was original.
about the kind of going back in the episode, you accidentally said that the bird had leaves.
Oh yeah,
And I'm thinking there
loved
could
that
be
too. I
I-
loved that.
You could create something out of that. I feel like that would be
you know,
pretty
the feathers
cool.
are just the leaves of a bird.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I kind of liked the idea. Like when you said that, what
Like a
I
druid
envisioned
craft.
was that he had like it was like
It's an amazing burger bird.
Well, yeah. What I was envisioning was like the kind of working backwards was like he had a real bird that he like
Snatched.
turned into like a scarecrow bird, and then he was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll feed you." And he goes and gets like the scarecrow bird and turns it back into a real bird.
Like a
it's
transmutation
what
kind
just
of a thing.
Yeah, it just kind of
Okay.
happened in my brain that way. Like
We store it like this.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, and going back to the Painted Ladies too, it just briefly reminded me a little bit of when we were playing Troika, and one of the bad guys that they put in the Troika book is the Paper Witch.
oh yeah.
And
There's
the way
a-
that they describe the
the
Paper Witch
picture.
kind of yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oof.
kind of reminded me of that a little bit. Like not quite. Like these definitely make me think more like weird birdie type people with masks.
I'm
almost,
getting
but
anime vibes.
Definitely anime vibes.
Yeah.
You said like white mask, and I instantly start going to like Princess Mononoke.
Yeah,
first, you
definitely.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of inspiration I have is Princess Mononoke, Nausicaa, like we
fucking
mentioned in the
love
episode,
Nausicaa.
Which is perfect. Like I can totally see that in this forest scene.
I love
what level is Jason?
Jason's is level 2. That's why he's in
Hell
charge.
yeah, he
Okay.
is.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay.
because he's the high level.
He's a
guy.
level above us.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy having a character that can like follow another character that gets on the nerves of a real player.
Yeah, that's kind of I did kind of envy your guys' freedom a little bit because like, I like Jason, but you know I gotta like
Yeah, you gotta not like Jason.
yeah, exactly.
Man, Jason
was
lost
hilarious.
somebody, and his world flipped upside down.
Yeah.
I feel like it
He's
hit.
shook
I feel
for
like-
sure.
I feel like it hit Crow too.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
yeah, it shook him.
That's why he's like
That
just
got me a little bit when you were like,
smoking and drinking and
I just lost somebody. All right, I need a minute.
Yeah,
You said,
yeah.
like I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
I
felt
still
that.
think we should have hot.
but there's no time to cry, I think is something he said.
well, you know, Rooster's spent the first 90 years of his life just in mines doing what he thought deep gnomes do. And only in the last 12 years did he decide to start doing like rogues type stuff.
found friends.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love how much backstory you have for this guy. Apparently,
Yeah.
got
There's a
backstory
family
too.
tree.
So
going all the way back to the
definitely-
first gnome himself.
I definitely spent a bit more time than I needed to on a backstory for this character.
But that's what's fun. I feel like backstories are the best part because they're so ephemeral. They're so like you can spend a lot of time dreaming it up, but when the rubber meets the road, you can kind of tweak it a little bit. You find out what works and what doesn't.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so nice to have a world in which we can pull that information from. Very
it's deep
easily.
enough, yeah.
It's like oh yeah, well he is a sailor, but he's not working on a sailing ship anymore because fucking
Yeah.
At first when you said that, I was like, wait, you're not Ace. I thought you were talking about the prison barge.
That's what I thought. So I was
Right,
like,
right.
that threw me for a second
Yeah.
until I was like, oh, yeah. I love. I was asking earlier. Do you guys recall the last time that one-off characters had to be made for the podcast? Like other than like
I remember
we did the one for eBay
Drows.
when we were like.
Well,
that's what I was thinking.
We
of.
Yeah.
did those series of one shots.
It was one shot.
And that's true. We
And
did a
and
whole
those are
fucking
kind of-
year.
Were they in
Yeah.
Which were,
Yeah.
never one shot.
Yeah.
They were always
3 or 4
multiple
shots.
sessions.
Minnie, and
Godfrey or something.
yeah,
Godwin.
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 Godwin, yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of like one-off characters.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because, I
Definitely,
mean...
yeah, I didn't put too much value in any of those.
So
sure.
we have a creepy battle coming up, and then we have a temple to purge,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking forward to all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
there's
was
a
so-
hauntingness kind of throughout that I really
I
like.
was so torn on whether or not we should be doing this or not.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
But I was also thinking
I
like
am genuinely concerned about the two of your safeties.
Yeah.
I am
your
too.
character safeties.
That's why I
Because
kept trying to
I know it's going to
everybody.
directly affect Ace's safety.
because Ben and I
Yeah.
alone, Ben and Simon alone sounds
with some
super
one level
unprepared.
ones.
To me, this really feels like the moment, like in the Death Star, where like Obi-Wan goes off, and like we're in the core of the Death Star right now. You know, like we're alone. I mean, we got people with us, but it's like
Yeah.
we're alone. We're kind of like evading like Alistair's people, and we're gonna fucking pull the lever and lower the force field or the tractor beam or whatever, and we're gonna come out and fight fucking Darth Vader. You know, in order for
analogy.
that's what
'Cause
it's
it's the
felt
fall.
like.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And like I've always thought of Ben's moments, even in his backstory, as kind of like this like revenant type like reborn thing, as like these quiet moments, you know, where it's like, yeah, the fucking sword comes out when it has to. But
Yeah.
we're gonna make sure that everybody can get on the fucking Millennium Falcon and take off to get to the real battle and put the fucking proton torpedo down the fucking
Well, there's
shaft.
like how you're describing. There is so much pressure on this moment because I feel like it's a linchpin that could dictate how well everything else goes in Quilton and
Yeah.
everything. Like it's
Right. It really does.
Massive.
To me,
It would be nice to have the
as
whole
a
party
player,
there, but
yeah, to me,
'Cause
as
it's
a
so
player
important.
and in Ben's headspace, it feels kind of pertinent that like you and I would be here. Like this is like your mom, but then there's also like this like kind of like holy aspect. There's like spiritual aspect. There's other aspect, and it's like
That makes sense.
yeah, you know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
It feels as though it's like, yeah, if we can do something here and we can like alleviate the tension that's like trapped Quilton a
Yeah.
little bit, like that's gonna matter whether or not like we make it back. You
And-
know, I
and
hope
next-
we do, but
next to Quilton, this is like the most important
it feels
place,
like
at least to Simon, if not like the rest,
it.
because
Right. It feels like it's all linked really
your
closely.
cord's cut now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one battlefield in the war.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
So it's like
Like in Return of the Jedi, it's, there's,
I already did this. No,
Yeah,
kidding. Keep
but
going.
I'm
just teasing
gonna
you.
revisit it. I'm gonna revisit it.
This is
You
what
know,
happens when you bring up
there's
Ewoks.
the fight in the throne room. There's the spaceship fight, and then there's on the
Down on-
Ewoks.
yeah.
So we're kind of tackling a
It's
bunch
the,
of different.
it's the forest moon of Endor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody else dress up as an Ewok for Halloween?
No, I didn't.
No.
I did. It was a really cute outfit.
I did. I dressed up as a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah,
I did
that
a
too.
lot of Ninja Turtles. I was very big into Ninja Turtles. If you couldn't tell.
No, I wasn't allowed to do Halloween as a kid.
I was allowed to do Halloween, but we were poor, so
'Cause
I
you guys
did
were
like
sucks.
weird
Yep.
ones like Howdy Doody.
My Ninja Turtles costume was homemade.
Google it if
Yeah,
you don't
mine
know what I'm
was too.
talking
Same.
about.
My grandma was always on top of that
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
Yeah.
My shell was a pillow.
Yeah, I did a backpack.
Nice.
Like a backpack or something.
Nice. It's so cool for you guys.
Must have been fun.
Must have been really
Was
cool.
it
got all
because
the
you guys were like
candy.
so religious or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom, she always thought Halloween was evil.
I had a friend that was like that, where they didn't even really do Easter because Easter was pagan and like Christmas was pagan.
Yeah.
It's going pretty hardcore.
He couldn't watch like Pokemon because that was East Asian mysticism.
That happened in my house too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's pretty common for like Christian people.
And
but,
He-Man,
like,
I wasn't allowed to
yeah.
watch He-Man because he got his power from something other than the Christian God and
oh yeah, yeah.
all sorts of stuff.
And like this woman who ran this house, she would like go into her room.
You
every
know my
day.
pain.
Yeah. Oh,
get it?
yeah,
She would
dude.
go into her room
No,
every day to
I'm
pray.
laughing out of like
And if
pain.
you if you pressed your ear up to the door, she would be like speaking in tongues while she's praying and shit.
Cool.
This took a
I
turn.
mean,
but
it's the future. That's
Yeah,
all it
we're now
is.
talking like trauma and
Oh, not my
So
trauma.
anyways, well, I
I'm like a
enjoyed.
fucking anthropologist in this shit. I'm just like,
I enjoyed.
Tell
this
me
session.
more.
It was fun.
I
It was really good.
enjoyed it as well.
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to what else we do. I'm really looking forward to the Like, is this going to be our Rogue One moment? Do we all go down here getting the fucking plans of the Death Star off planet, to Quilton Bay?
Do you have stuff planned in the temple that you're concerned that we might not get through?
No, I don't. No, I don't think there's stuff I don't think you'll get through. I'm very excited for the temple.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The temple is just came to me like a month ago after playing Zelda, and I'm like, I want to make a forest temple.
So I got to go play Zelda real quick.
Oh, I love the forest temple.
Like, I was like, I know the vibes. This is easy to do. So I'm like, yeah, there should be a forest temple somewhere. And I'm like, I figured it out.
When you were at a forest is like one of the best temple songs.
Mm-hmm.
When you originally thought of it, were you thinking this is something that they're going to tackle as a party, or did you?
I assumed everyone was going to be here.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we are. Our new party.
Yeah.
Our new party.
A bunch of level 1s.
Yeah.
That's the best part. We're going to protect you guys.
Got 9 hit points, and I'm a frontline fighter.
What's fun is that there's dangers in there that don't necessarily affect your hit points.
Oh, okay.
They affect
That doesn't make me feel better at all.
Good. It should make you feel
we're kind of
like
the worst
maybe
at
this
those.
place is dangerous and maybe people will die
This is
or
bad.
suffer other consequences.
This is bad.
This is my goal. I'm gonna
But it
plant
will be
this
creative.
flag.
I'm sure of that. I know. I'm excited about that.
I'm going to plant this flag right here. Everybody is making it out alive.
Oof, nope. Nope.
Even the bad guys.
We got 2 level 1s and a level 2.
Look. This is my Chumba Casino.
I'm definitely
fucking
playing
sports-
like kind of a dumb turtle character. Like, they're not quite ace level,
Motherfuckers.
where he's gonna dive into some fucking bullshit. But
You have
He's
more
not the
AC
brightest.
than me.
Only the turtle's coming out.
You've got more AC
Yeah.
than me.
I do got 22 AC when I'm in my shell.
And I have plate
Jeez.
armor on.
21 AC.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is a flag that Ben is planting. I'm going to try to save everybody. We're going to try and bring everybody out. Might not
All
happen.
right.
It's a good goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we have to let anybody go, it's going to be Jason.
That'll be a hard decision to
I
make.
hope
Here's the
Jason
thing. One of you is going to sacrifice yourself for Jason.
Oh.
It'll be me.
It's going to be
if you-
Simon in a
and if
poetic
you do
ending.
that, I'll let you play as Jason and you get an extra level.
Level 3. Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That could be exciting. Well, you'll have to find out what happens in the next episode. We'll be back on Monday. This has been the Crypt Files, your once weekly follow-up to the hit, the End of the End actual play D&D podcast. Catch us at dndpodcast.org. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Grab your sword and keep on venturing.
Venturing.